6th March marks Ghana's Independence Day, and to celebrate the day, Ghanaians all over the world mark it with all manner of events. In New York, some party promotions put together a night of Highlife music dubbed the Independence Day First Dance at the Ghanata Hall on Webster Avenue, the Bronx. The show featured three of Ghana's Highlife legends, Prince Osei Kofi of the African Heroes Band, Agyemang of Kokroko, and Smart Nkansah of Sunsum Band. Highlife music originated in the 1880s from a combination of local rhythms played over Western instruments and with hints of Western genres like swing, jazz, and Cuban Latino rhythms. The term Highlife, however, was coined in the 1920s as a reference to the kind of people that patronized the emerging genre. These patrons were basically European expatriates and the elite class of Ghana. It later spread across the West African sub-region, especially to Nigeria and Sierra Leone. Throughout the ages, Highlife music has metamorphosed from the sichi and palm wine components through the predominant guitars and brass and what was termed burger highlife in the 1980s to a genre that boasts R&B and reggae sways. Today, hip life, a combination of hip-hop and highlife, is the in thing for the youth, but judging from the first dance event, original highlife music is not done yet. The night started on a slow note as patrons started trickling in around 9 p.m. But a couple of hours later, the hall was buzzing with activity. The show was started by the all-star band made up of veteran Highlife instrumentalists, after which Prince Osei Kofi took the stage. The Highlife virtuoso, after stating that he had not performed for over 5 years, launched into a repertoire of vintage oldies, both his own and renditions from his favorite artists. Then came Agyemang, who has been credited by National Geographic as one of the originators of the sichi strand of highlife music. Eric set the hall ablaze with a selection of old-time favorites, drawing connoisseurs, both old and young, to the dance floor. Smart Nkansah, the main act, then came on and serenaded the already enthralled audience with a combination of savvy lyrics, smooth vocals, and artful guitar skills. The ecstatic crowd danced the night away, showing their appreciation in the typical West African tradition of throwing money at the performers. The Highlife celebrities later spoke with SaharaTV on a range of issues.
To my opinion, like I said, the world is changing, but Highlife is always great. To me, it can never kill the Highlife.
Well, it's a generation. It came to a point that, let's say about periods of maybe a year or 2 years ago, it was trying to come to maybe kill the Highlife, but it couldn't. To the extent that hip life, even the Americans, they made by themselves. They can't go so far. To the extent that, as I'm telling you, this hip life guys, though it's nice, it's good, but they are trying to copy the roots of Highlife, effects, especially guitar works, and all this inside the music, to come back to the Highlife.
It goes a few people, those who really like classical music, they love Highlife music. But because of the modern musicians now, the style that they are playing, they are not playing real Highlife, so it's like they are killing Highlife.
The Highlife was an indigenous, very, very indigenous Highlife from Ashanti Kingdom, So we made a Highlife when I was with Dr. KJC's Novel Prince. So we had a gold disc towards that album.
Highlife before the independence. Before the independence, there was Highlife. From our ancestors like Nkansah and whatever, and Mr. Sam, the late Sam, who created the Nkansah. So all of them, they were in the Highlife. So Highlife is a long time, and not today. Yeah. So if you are celebrating the Highlife with with the independence, of course, that is the best, and it's to my opinion, if Ghana is doing anything or whatever, they have to use the Highlife because it's like our culture.
Music is a food of life. You have to use music in your party. If you are someone dies, you use music. So for independence, if you could remember, during the independence, when we had the independence in 1957, there was enjoyment at the Black Star Square that they play live band and everybody was jubilating, because you can't jubilate without music. It's music that can use to jubilate. So
Highlife music has indeed come a long way from the early days of its not so humble beginnings to its present epoch. All indications are that the genre may change and, like the chameleon, adapt to its surroundings and the generational complexities. It may change names and modes, but there will always be the quintessential Highlife music, the mother of them all.